Hi, I'm quite excited to have you join me again on the channel to look at the use of Turnitin. In these videos, I'll be looking at the use of Turnitin as a constructive feedback tool when you're carrying out your piece of coursework or completing your essays. It's going to be in 4 parts. The first one will focus on submitting your work. The second part will focus on checking your originality score. The third will focus on understanding your originality score, which you got when you submitted your piece of coursework. And then the final part will look at editing and resubmitting your work. So that is how you use it for constructive feedback. Now, in carrying out any piece of coursework, there are some key steps you need to engage with. And the first thing is to review the coursework brief, to understand what the lecturer requires. After you've read it, perhaps there could be some questions, some things that are unclear. So you need to ask questions to clarify what is required. Ask the lecturer, what do you mean by this? Can you please explain to me? Do not ask another student. Ask your lecturer. Find out what you need to do to get that 100% that is required. Go through the resources that have been provided, the materials on the VLE, materials from the library, that's the textbooks and the journal articles that have been provided. And after you've gone through all of these, ensure you make your notes as you go along. Ensure you also have where you are keeping your references. Ideally, you should have a referencing management system like RefWorks or any other one that your school actually encourages you to use. So after you've made these notes, you paraphrase, you write what you have learned or what you want to actually use in your own words. And then you synthesize all of these findings, you pull them together in response to what your lecturer is asking you for with respect to the essay or the coursework. Then you complete your assignment and then you submit your first draft. Then make corrections based on what you have seen from Turnitin and then submit your final draft. Ensure that the time between when you submitted your first draft and your second draft or your final draft, it's a minimum of 24 hours. This is to avoid unnecessary spiking in your Turnitin originality score.